The broadcast is now
Welcome to the
starting.
webinar.
All
We're
attendees
doing,
are in
here at
listen-only
SS,
mode.
and we'll take a look at the charts and see what we got here. Whoops. There we go. And we'll jump right in and look at the buy and sell signals and kind of point out to you suggested way to use it and what to look for when you're looking at your chart. What you want to see on your chart is right there on the right side there. I picked this one up off of WinTick here today. And we want to see that blue bar, triple confirmation. We want everything to be blue. Now, the weekly arrows only come in once a week. So I came in beginning of the week, and tomorrow being Friday, be a good day to take this one, or actually, really, the signal came in yesterday. But we'll see. Maybe it'll pull back a little bit. But either way, this is a buy signal today, and tomorrow we'll see what happens. So looks good here. Got the blue bar. You've got support underneath, which are these blue dots, and you've got the blue arrow, the weekly signal. So you got a weekly buy signal, a daily buy signal, which are the dots, and a brand new blue bar came in yesterday. So price is still the same today. It's only up 3 cents. So it's just a new one that was on WinTick. I thought this one looked interesting. GOOS, Goose. And the last time we had a signal, which was 3 months ago, we had a really nice buy signal there. Again, there's the blue bar. Had the blue arrows pointing up, meaning the price is going to go up. That's a weekly buy signal because it's blue. And then you've got the daily buy signal with the blue dot. Blue little small dot, the blue big dot comes in, and that just means it's the first new blue bar. That's a buy signal on the daily chart. So in this one, again, as long as it stays above the blue dots, you're safe. You stay in it until it closes under the blue dot right here. So we'd be out here at 34. We got in it here at like 25. So that was a really nice trade. And there's ups and downs along the way. I mean, a lot of people who don't have AbleTrend, when they see a $3 move down, they go, oh no, I better get out. Oh, this is diving. I'm back to, I'm actually at that point, we're even losing a couple cents on the trade. I'm losing a little bit. What do I do? If you're not AbleTrend, you make a wrong move and you get out too early. With AbleTrend, if you have the blue dots below, stay in the trade. You're safe. Look how every time, hey, a little pullback here, $2. A couple dollars there went down. $3, like 10% it went down here. That's a big move down here these 3 days. Back in September, beginning of September, again, you don't have AbleTrend. You wouldn't know. I wouldn't. How would anybody know? You'd probably make a bad move and get out too soon. But that's the beauty of the software, and that's what's so helpful all these years. Stay in the trade. You're above the blue dots. We rode that one all the way up quite nicely from 25 to 33. That worked out really good. And I've got a new buy signal coming in here today. This is one big, gigantic no trade zone. Anytime you've got red and blue together, it means stay away. Vertically, I'm talking now. And these, remember, the arrows only come in once a week. So you're not going to get them under every price bar. But it's understood that there's support between the arrows because the arrow doesn't move, it doesn't go up or down, it stays at the same price here. So you just assume that there's support in between the arrows also. That's why the prices come right down to this area right here, stop, and go back up again. Remember, the red dots are resistance. It blocks or stops the price from going higher. Blue dots are support. Right there's a perfect place to get in. Blocks or stop the price from going lower. If you missed the beginning of the trade, oh my, you had even a better chance to get in here, and it was $1.50 cheaper. You want to get in near those blue dots. That's the lowest risk place. And again, if you missed it there, or you wanted to add to the position, right there is another perfect place to get in. So that was sweet. Real profitable. Nice chart. And again, we got the new one, another buy signal come in today. So, keep an eye on it, see how it does. Good stuff. Okay, let's jump in and take a look at the trend trading, day trading chart. Day trading trend chart. And this one's really been hot all week long. It's been a really, really good week. Yesterday was insane. I mean, insanely good. And, there's going to be losing days, losing trades. Guarantee you that. First 10 minutes, we're in the no trade zone there, but leave it alone anyhow. First 5 or 10 minutes, I wouldn't touch it. It's just too nuts, the first 10 minutes, especially lately. But you got a triple confirmation buy signal there. Now, there's a lot of risk in that trade. It's not for everybody. Perfectly fine to skip that because of the length of the bar, and we put the stop loss, just 0.2 underneath that, the lower, the bottom of the blue bar. But you could wait for the next bar. That's what I always, when I see a real long bar, if it's too long to get in, if the next bar is blue and you got a really nice pullback there, that'd be a nice place to get in right there. Now you distance from there to the bottom of that first blue bar. No, it's not so terrible. Much more doable. Okay, there's our two greens. Stops just go with the second lower row of blue dots. So when the price was up here, the stop was down there. Because there's the first row and there's the second lower row. That's like, oh my God, that's like 25 points away. Well, if the bars are blue, you don't have to worry about it because, it's a strong uptrend, you're going higher. Well, when you get two greens in a row, we just put the stop just slightly under the lower of the two green bars, and right about here, we're stopped out. At 910, if they're getting in at 90, that's a 20-point winner the first trade of the day on the trend trading chart. Remember, there's two completely different day trading charts. You've got the trend chart and you've got the scalp chart, which is much simpler, easier in and out. You're only in a minute or two. So it's extremely low risk because you're only in the market. That's a different philosophy. That's a target of 5 points on the scalp chart, and we're out. We're just going for singles. This is the trend chart. We're going for home runs, but there's more risk. You have bigger losses, bigger winners. On the scalp chart, smaller losses, smaller winners. You have more opportunity on the scalp chart. You have about 20, 25 opportunities a day. On the trend trading chart, you've got to pick up the big moves. It's hard to stay in a lot of these because there's a lot of ups and downs. It'll drive you wacky. But if you're a day trader and you got a little bit of patience and a lot of discipline to follow the signals exactly what it says, oh my, you had yourself an unbelievable week. I mean, into the many thousands for just a one lot trade. It was a hugely profitable week. Not always like that, but wow, this was about as good as you could do. Obviously, no trade zone. There's our next trade, triple confirmation right there. Again, if you feel the first bar, because this is a very long bar, it's like a 20-point bar. I totally understand that. Just wait for the next bar, and if it's blue and it pulls back a little bit, that would be a great place to get in. There's our two greens right there. Stop goes there, and it gets hit right there. So that was another real good one there, about another 20 points. Back-to-back $400 winners. That's a great start today. Obviously, no trade zone. Nice small short bar. Oh, that's a good one there. Triple confirmation. Price closes under the blue dot. I don't like when they close under the blue dot. But technically, we're out right there. That wasn't a good sign, but it was a small winner. I'll call that a break even. Triple confirmation, losing trade right there. Small loss, but that's a loss. Winning trade right here. A break-even trade, but that's another trade. And we're kind of rolling along here. Between 12:30 and 1:30, it's been a little flat, been a little sideways. Now, we've been trading the dead zone, what we call it, lunchtime. But, the VIX has come way down. It's in the low 20s now. So, I'd be a little cautious between 12:30 and 1:30 Eastern. It's been a little flat, and it hasn't been like that. We've been trading the dead zone all year. We haven't even talked about it because it's been so good. But between 12:30 and 1:30, being that the VIX has come way down now, it's down a little over 20. That just means less volatility, and that basically means during lunch hour it's going to be a little quiet. So stay on alert, and that would be. And if you look at it right here, these would be some great trades not to take. Because right in there, that's your dead zone right there. And you can see the bars get much smaller. That's how you can tell. The bars get much smaller. Triple confirmation buy right there. Here was the big one of the day. There's always usually one real big one, and that was just absolutely textbook AbleTrend perfect. Right around 2:30 Eastern, we're in at 61. 2 greens are right here. Stop goes just a point below. Don't even think about getting out of this one. Look at that one. You have 15 blue bars in a row. Oh, that's just beautiful. There's your stop out. No, but that's a good one there. That's 25 points. That's $500 in 500 in 20 minutes per one lot. For every lot that you trade, just one. That was a really big trade, and we were up quite a bit of money going into that. Losing trade here. As soon as it goes under those blue dots, you're out because there's no lower row of small blue dots. And then a losing trade here. And that was it. Day is over. So it's a really, really been a good week. And can't always say that, but, well, the weeks are always good. The days, you're going to have losing trades along the way, of course. That I'll guarantee you. Really, really profitable week on the trend trading chart. For those who can stay in the trades a lot longer. They don't mind the ups and downs of the market. It doesn't really bother them that much. This is the scalp chart. Again, first 10 minutes, just let it go. We had some really nice winning trades in there. Not going to count them because it's the first 10 minutes. And the rule is really simple. When it hits a red dot or a red arrow, the dot's a 1 minute, the arrow's a 3 minute. If it hits a red dot or a blue dot or arrow, as long as it closes under a red dot or above a blue dot, we take the trade. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's red above, blue below. Not an issue. We simply take every trade. You're not going to take every one. I mean, you just can't physically take every one. But if you take most of them, you're going to like what you see. There'd be technically the first trade right there. Hits a blue dot, closes right on it. 1 minute later, you got your 5 points. That's a win, $100. Every time you win $100. Now, if the price is more than 10 points above the blue dot, skip the trade. There's 20, 25 opportunities a day. Skip it. Because if you lose, think about it. If this price closes, hits the blue dot, let's say it closes up here. Let's just say it's 10 points away. Well, now your stop is 2 points under the blue dot. Goes 2 points under the blue dot or under the blue arrow. There's another trade, by the way. Or 2 points above the red dots or red arrows. So now if it's 10 points away and you get your stop 2 points under, ooh, that's a 12-point stop. That's a big loss. Skip it. Don't take it. Let it go. We'll pick up the next one. There's plenty of chances. So let those go. This was a winner right here. That was a nice trade. These two close under the blue dot, no trade. This one's within 1 point. If it's within, half, this was actually a half a point. You're a half a point away. You can take that one. If you don't want it, fine. Skip it. There's plenty more to trade. But that's a winning trade right there. Another $100. Here it hits the blue arrow. And by the way, even if it's in between the blue arrows, obviously it's still a trade because the arrows only come in every 3 minutes. You just assume, of course, that there's a line in between. So anywhere in the middle there, that's a trade. So hit the blue arrow, closes a point or two above. 1 minute later, another $100. So we started off real good. First 3 trades was 3 winners, 300. Hits the red dot here, but it closes 2 points above it. We're out. It's only a 3-point loss, but I count the losses as 5 points because I like to be really fair about that. And there's slippage, there's commissions. So even though it might have been a 2 or 3 point loss, I'm going to call it 5. Well, we had first 3 trades and then one losing trade. So that worked. And then there was a losing trade right in here. Actually, it was a winning trade. I'm sorry. This hits the blue dot, and it actually went 5 points up before it eventually went down. But none of these are trades because they closed under the blue dot. I was watching that one live. This hits the top of the blue arrow. 1 minute, 2 minutes later, you're a winner. Another $100. Hits the top of the blue arrow, closes a couple points above it, and about 3 minutes later, right there, you're out. Another winner. So we started off real good. First 6 trades, we had 5 winners, so that's plus 400. That's a nice start for the day, plus $400 with such low risk because we're only in the market a minute or 2. Now, this is a losing trade because it hits the blue dot, closes above it. 2 minutes later, closes under it. It was only a 2-point loss. I'm going to call it 5. No trade, no trade, no trades. No trades. These all close above the red dots. Obviously, no trades. This closes under it, no trade. Here's a trade, hits the blue dot. Remember, it has to hit the dot or the arrow first, closes above it. 1 minute later, winner, another 100. Every time you win on a mini NASDAQ chart, it's $100 because our chart is 5 points. Hits the top of the blue arrow, 1 minute later, winner. This one's even a winner too. This hits the top of the blue arrow and closes right above it. That's a winner. It's too hard to get back to back. I mean, you can't physically be in and out, hit the button that quick. But either one of those, both winners. That's a losing trade here. It was only 3 points. I call it 5. You get the picture by now. It's pretty simple from here. This was the dead zone between 12:30 and 1:30. Just, well, I'm saying Eastern time. I'm just saying, just be a little careful then. It's been a little quiet. Again, a lot of these are great trades. I mean, here, hits the dot, 1 minute later, winner. This hits the dot 1 minute later. That was a losing trade. Hits the dot, closes above it, 1 minute later, winner. Hits the dot, closes above it, 1 minute, 2 minutes later, a winner. Hits the dot right here, 2 minutes later, another winner. So that was good there. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 is plus 200 in 10 minutes. So you get the picture from here. Just all day long. You get 25 trades a day. Now, another thing I want to mention, real important. If you got between, like you got real strong resistance, which blocks the price from going higher. So you got red above, blue arrows below. Just make sure you got at least 15 points in between. Because if you don't, let it go. There's not enough room. You need a runway for the price to, shoot higher. You got to have at least 5 points for it to go higher. And you don't get in exactly at the arrow. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 or 4 points above the arrow. So you have to have enough room for it to run so that we could win. So we could win our, at least our 5 points. So this was really tight in here. Every one of these was a winner. Hit the red arrow, a red dot came down. Hit the blue arrow, came up. I'm not going to count any of those. Why not? There's like 5 winners in there. That's like 500 in 10 minutes. I'm not going to count it. Why? It was real tight in here. It was only 10 points. Not enough room for it to breathe. It's okay if you want to take it. Nothing wrong with that. But I would suggest waiting for a little bit more of a wider space in between the red and blue so that the price has a chance to move up or to move down, whether you're long or short. So hope that makes sense. On both of these, real good trades right here. Hits the arrow, closes just above it. Perfect. This one right there, that's perfect. Hits right in between the arrow, which is the same thing. Closes a point above it. 1 minute later, you got a winner. So lots of winners here. Here's a losing trade. Hits the red arrow, red dot, and eventually turns around, goes up. Lose 3 points, let's call it 5. Hits the blue dot, 1 minute later, you got a winner. So good stuff all day. It was a lot of fun. Lots of fun, of course, when you win. And it's been a really good week. So I hope this is helpful. Oh, I got to show you one other chart. I saw this chart here today. NIO, it's the Chinese electric car company. You got to see this because I couldn't believe I was seeing this. This is a daily, weekly chart. So for longer term trading. Right in here, you got your arrows. You got the weekly buy signal. There's your daily buy signal. Got the dots and the blue bars. So you got triple agreement or triple confirmation. That was at $3.60. It does close below the dots right there, so we would exit the trade right there. At 11, that's 3 times your money, 300%. A couple days later, you're right back in again. Blue bars, blue dots, blue arrows. Check this out from here, from $13. It's at 48. This is crazy. You talk about a stock just in orbit. I mean, you're getting like 4 or 5 times your money on that one in months, not years. It just keeps hitting support with the blue dots and bouncing off and go higher. So, great places to enter, right on the dots, as always. I mean, this is a scary chart. This is as good as I've ever seen. Imagine getting in this one a few weeks ago at 26 and you're at 48. I mean, that just happens once in a lifetime. You or I were lucky enough. Pretty good stuff. Whoops. Pretty good here. Like lots of good stuff here. Steve, it's hard to pass on those trend trades. I will take the trend trade, and once it's over, I will then scalp until the next trend trade comes into play. Great idea, Steve. Love it. Michael took the scalps at 9:33, 35. Okay, you took the first 10 minutes, which is fine. You made 15 points on each trade. 2 lots each. Sweet. Oh, that's great, Michael. Well done, my friend. And again, the first 10 minutes, I skip it because it can be a little wacky, but great job, man. You nailed it. That's perfect. Very disciplined trader, just does what the software says. Good job. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. Most importantly, stay safe.